What is up, everybody? Welcome to another fresh take, and I have with me Vicky from Fangirl Review.
Hey,
Vicky,
can you hear me?
okay, there we go. All right, what happened?
I don't know. I was like, hello?
It kind of went out for a second. Okay, so Vicky from Fangirl Review.
Hello, everybody. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so it's another Friday. It's another episode of the Mandalorian season 2, or as I like to call it, Mandalorian Taxi Cab Confessions. Um, okay, why is Mando that lady's personal taxi cab
No.
for people that she don't know but she claims she knows?
Listen. Now,
Yeah.
we can talk about other stuff if we want to. Or we
Yeah.
can talk about the traumatic events in the show.
All
Or
right,
in
let's
this
just
past episode.
let's go on and do that.
Yeah, like
Let's go and get
let's
that out of the
skip
way.
over. No other part of the storyline matters. Okay, none of that matters. What matters is that Baby Yoda was out here eating this woman's children like it was nothing. Just eating the babies.
Because I know he ate two. I know he ate two of them.
He ate a whole bunch. And then, when he couldn't eat any more of those, because Mando told him no, he walks over and grabs somebody else's baby and eats that. We need to talk about this.
Yeah, okay, so at first, okay, in season 1, it was cute. All right, it was cute in season 1. It was a laugh. People got a laugh out of it. This episode, they went overboard.
It was fine in season 1 because he was eating a frog.
Yeah,
he wasn't eating babies.
but I mean, even still though, like it went overboard. They went too far with it. Like it wasn't. It's like, dude, like, okay, it's not cute, it's not funny anymore, and it's kind of distracting from the episode a little bit because one, it's disgusting, and two, unless you're going somewhere with it, why do you keep doing it? It's like that one person that beats a joke to death, and you're like, dude, it's just not funny anymore. And this just wasn't. It got to a point where you're just like, okay, unless it's gonna go into something in the next couple episodes, why are we doing this?
Like, this is dark and twisted and wrong.
Yeah. So I don't know what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni was trying to do with that. But I think they need to either address it or either way it needs to stop because it's not cool anymore.
Not
just,
funny. Not funny. That was just disturbing. It's different if it was just a whatever creature walking around. It's another thing when it's eggs. When it's defenseless babies.
And you can see the mother right there.
Yeah, like, okay, this is just wrong.
Nah,
especially since her whole story was like her husband, like, fought to find a planet for their last of their generation, blah, blah, the last of their line. This is it. She has to get there by a certain time, blah, 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 blah. And then he's out here just eating them? That ain't funny. No.
If it was one, that would have been disturbing, but you would have been like,
he
okay.
kept doing it.
Yeah, it would have been disturbing, but you would have been like, okay, he's a baby. He don't know no better. Fine. I'll give you one. But to keep doing, I'm like, okay, dude, either you address this or stop doing it because it's not helping your. Because no one, it didn't bring anything to the story because it never got addressed. She never counted how many eggs was in there. So she didn't say you ate my babies. That never came up. So I'm like, okay, why are we still doing this? And yes, I know that him eating the one spider egg came back to bite him because the mama spider came out and that turned into a horror, a kind of a horror action scene, but it still was like, okay, that was far detached, because if they wanted to do that, they should have just did that. They should have just went to that.
Like, if that was the reasoning why you wanted to explain, why he actually went to eat these other eggs, like, literally, you could have did something else. You could have cut all of that out, and he could have just wandered, touched on the eggs, and then went and opened them and saw something like, ooh, this is something I can eat. Because all you had to do is show him trying to eat random other things.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, just random things, and man will keep telling him no. Not necessarily this woman's babies. He could have been eating anything. Kept grabbing stuff like, no, that's poisonous. No, don't eat that. No, don't eat that. And then he would wander off and then go eat this random thing. Which then be like, okay, well, that makes sense. So if that was your whole setup as to why he was just just eating whatever, and that's why he ate the spider, like, you really could have done that differently.
And that was probably like that's probably like my big problem with the episode, was just that. Because I was like, it wasn't even a problem with like him having to be a taxi. It was that. It was like, that was just it. To me, it felt drawn out for no reason. It just felt drawn out. I mean, I did like the creature feature aspect of it, because they were getting chased by all them giant spiders, ice spiders. Yeah. And that was a pretty cool sequence, even though I kind of feel like they made Mando a little dumb, because he had a flamethrower the whole time and he didn't use it till they got to the ship that already has like 50 holes in it. I find that odd that he wouldn't use the flamethrower, at first. I mean, because whatever, I guess for more dramatic tension, because they had to build the thriller suspense aspect of the episode, but all that stuff happens at the end. So, but I am noticing, like, okay, so yeah, we're getting longer episodes, but a lot of the episode is a lot of like plotting, like walking and stuff. Just like, okay, y'all
Lord
can
of the
cut
Rings.
Yeah, y'all could cut like 10 minutes of this out. 10 minutes of this walking out.
Yeah, like, we're perfectly fine with little 30-minute long episodes. Yeah. I'm okay with that. That does not bother me.
No, unless you're gonna have something that's meaningful, yeah. But like this, and that was another problem with the first episode, was that it felt drawn out because they had to hit like this certain mark of time, and I'm like, yeah, but y'all doing it in a weird way. I mean, this episode was kind of hard for me, just because, like, yeah, the Baby Yoda stuff was not working. But I did like the fact that this creature wants to get to her husband, and you can't go he can't move as fast as he would like to move, because if he does, there's a chance that the eggs will get fried.
Mm-hmm.
Which begs the question: how the hell did she get to Tatooine?
She started at.
Oh, okay.
And I think the husband left first to go find somewhere for them to be able to settle, and then he called for her.
Okay, all right.
In that time away, she had her eggs, and now she has to take them so he could fertilize them.
Yeah, oh jeez. Yeah, but that was one of the things I'm like, if you're not gonna address that, you kind of like, and I hope they don't do that again, because I don't know who was okay with that in editing, because that just wasn't cool in my opinion. But the cool part was the giant ice spider. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I didn't like the X-Wing fighters, like, just up and leaving them there and not helping them repair the ship. Like, dude, so you just gonna leave them on an ice planet and you ain't gonna help them at all, other than say, oh yeah, you help capture these rebels. I guess the people from the first season, Bill Burr's character and his crew from the first season that he put in jail. So that's the reason why y'all let them off, but y'all didn't help them, like, fix the ship. So you basically just left them there.
Basically.
I'm like, okay, that's not cool.
Nope.
Like, I mean, aren't y'all supposed to be the good guys? I mean, that's kind of like not cool, but okay.
Then,
yeah,
like,
okay.
I don't know. Whatever.
I did kind of like the chase sequence though. The X-wing fighter chase sequence. I kind of like that. That was cool, and that was actually some inventive thought on his part. What he was doing in there. The only problem was, you kind of doing all this stuff on a planet you don't know anything about, and then you crash. You make a messed up landing, not counting the weight of your ship.
Nope.
Like, probably should have thought of that, Mando. He probably really should have thought of that. But
it's when you're just landing on straight snow, so you don't know what's under that snow.
Yeah.
Like, unless you can guarantee that is solid earth under the snow, I would be weary of landing on
especially
snow.
Especially like not slowing your descent, like dropping landing. Like he
slamming down on it.
Yeah. And that didn't make it any better. So sometimes I think they show how smart Mando is, and then other times I'm like, dude, that was stupid.
Yeah.
What you just did.
Well, I
dude.
guess they show how much he still needs to learn.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, this is just a weird episode for me. Some people love it. I don't really love it. I don't really hate it, but I mean, and the other thing too is I do like the fact that the fish lady was actually able to use the droid to speak.
Lady.
Because
I thought she wasn't she like frog-like?
Frog-like gecko. I don't know. She looked like a fish in the face. But she
gecko, yeah, that's true. Because how she was jumping when she was running at the end.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing I like that she was smart enough to take the droid thing to talk, because I'm like, dude, this I don't mind that you have that we have like different races and stuff on here, but if they're gonna have speaking parts, I need to know what they're saying. Yeah. Like at least give me some subtitles.
Okay. With just the assumption that everybody understands everybody. That does not bother me when I watch, sci-fi fantasy stuff. I don't care if they speak whatever language. Let's just make the assumption that everybody understands everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because you would think that with all that, advanced technology, they'd be able to have a universal translator. So it should have been like something in his helmet or something. But
exactly.
I mean,
maybe he just didn't get that yet. Because, he wasn't, upgrading all his stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But it was just one of those situations where I'm like, okay, if you're going to have both of these characters talk, like I didn't mind the Tusken Raider thing last week because they started using sign language. So I'm like, okay, maybe they just trying to, show how he knows how to communicate with all this. I'm like, that's cool, fine. But can you put subtitles on here?
True.
Or something?
You could just put subtitles.
Yeah, can you put subtitles or have them speak in a way that I can understand or speak English? I'm like, work with me a little bit, please.
Nope.
That's the other thing. Other than that, though, I thought the episode was just okay. I don't love or hate season 2 so far, but I do think it's a little plotting right now. It's a little slow. It just feels a little slow. I would like for them to like pick up the pace a little bit, or at least can Moff Gideon come back?
Can we get some direction?
Yeah, because I just don't know where we're going here. I thought we were trying to find Baby Yoda's people. I didn't know, we had to fight crate dragons and going to ice worlds and stuff, being a taxi driver.
I guess that's just, whole him just looking for other Mandalorians to help him get to where he would, help him have information to get where the species is from.
Yeah, so we got another
unknown species.
Yeah, so we got another 6 episodes, but like so far, I'm just like, okay, I kind of because we only get 8 episodes.
I'm going to be annoyed if at the end of season 2, he still ain't get to wherever Baby Yoda's species is.
Yeah,
I don't want to go into season 3 and we're still looking for the species. I'm okay if you pull another CW move and the last second you turn around and there's 40 Yodas standing there. Because he done went wherever he done went. And he can't find anybody on this planet. The planet looks deserted, whatever. And then all of a sudden he turns around and there's 40 Yodas there. I will be fine with that. One of them uses the Force and picks up the Mandalorian in the air. And it ends. Okay. But if you end season 2 and he still ain't find where they're at, and we don't see some adult Yodas, then that's a problem.
Yeah, I think that would be a massive that would be a massive issue.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't mind the whole Baby Yoda thing, but the whole reason why I like the Mandalorian because it's different than other Star Wars stuff. So this should just be a mission, and once this mission's over, we need to go on something else. Go on another mission. So once this whole Baby Yoda thing is done, which should be wrapped up by the end of season 2, let's go to something else. Because I don't.
Okay, like if the Yoda people say like he is meant to take care of him and raise him, okay, then you can keep the Yoda train going. Keep that money Baby Yoda train going. That's fine. But I know is that the Mandalorian should get Baby Yoda to his people, and we should have a name of that species.
Yeah.
That is the two things Baby Yoda, the Mandalorian needs to figure out. Getting him to the people can end season 2, but by season 3, we need to know the name of the species.
Yeah, and we need to start on something else. We need to start on another adventure. We don't need to be dragging out
the same
thing over and over. Look, I don't mind the Lone Wolf and Cub thing, but this ain't Lone Wolf and Cub. So
it's like the Flash when he's like battling the same thing for the whole season. That gets annoying. I don't want that. Let's move on.
Yeah, like you're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, you fight Reverse Flash in the season 1. Season 2, you fight Zoom. Reverse Flash somehow shows up. Season 3, you fight Savitar. Reverse Flash somehow shows up. What in the hell, dude? Like, so it gets to the point where it's the same thing. So yeah, I don't want that to happen with this. I really don't. So
long.
Yeah, it's not something that I would recommend them doing because people would get tired of it. Hell, I'm getting tired of it now because it feels like the story is stagnant. It's not going anywhere.
So we had the 40-minute of this episode, and in the end, he's finally moving on to that planet. I wish that this episode he got to that other planet.
Yeah, like the end of this episode should have been he got there and dropping the lady off. There.
Yeah. Yes, and she's reunited with her husband, so it's like, oh, okay, things worked out. That's how it should have ended. But now we're still like, okay, we're just leaving the winter planet. Like
the thing, like season 1, they were doing that, like the episode where he helped that village fight against the bandits. They ended that in that episode.
Yeah, like they moved that whole storyline along. So I don't know if there was like a change in the writers or somebody thought that they moved things along too fast. Dear people, you did not.
Yeah, you really didn't.
The pacing was good because you moved things along.
Yeah, and that's I'm hoping that's not
especially when you only have like 8 episodes or whatever. Like when you have a short season, you need to move things along.
Yeah. Because the first episode we was on Tatooine the whole episode. The second episode we start out on Tatooine. The first 10 minutes is Tatooine. Is wrapping up the first episode. That's the first 10 minutes of this episode. So I'm guessing the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes of episode 3 is going to be wrapping up what happened in this one. That's kind of bad. Like the end of this episode, even if you had to like skip over the parts where he fixed the ship. Just skip over the parts where he fixed the ship.
Yeah, you see him working on it, and then we move along.
Yeah, skip over the parts and just do that little thing where they slide the screen to the left and show him landing on that other planet.
Exactly.
And them saying, okay, well, the Mandalorian that we saw was here, and then that's what the next episode starts off at. I mean, I don't get this. And then on top of that, like they were doing that in season 1 with 35-minute episodes. This has been 2 episodes, one 54 minutes and the other one 43, that we still ain't moved as like we were moving in the first season. So I'm a little worried on that end. I'm hoping they can pick stuff back up because we still, like I said, we still got 6 episodes left. So we shall see, as it were. Yeah. So overall thoughts?
No. I was crocheting during the episode, so I would look back. I was like, okay, uh-huh. Oh, okay, it's over. All right, Jay, I'm ready to record now. So that was my thoughts on the episode.
Yeah, I mean, the best part of the episode was the spider
thing.
stuff. That was the best part of the episode. I mean, like, because, and I think a lot of people are disturbed by the whole Baby Yoda thing. That just was disturbing. I don't know where they were going with that because they didn't do a good job with that. I don't know if
how we came to the conclusion that it was all a setup for him to eat the spider baby. I think that's all it was.
But they didn't have to do it like that.
I agree.
So
they really didn't, especially since we're supposed to be feeling for the frog lady. Yeah. And we're like, okay, we understand how important this mission is. We want her to get to her husband. And then we're just gonna have him eating the babies. Like this is not the end of their line. The whole point that she's doing this is the end of her line. Like,
and the other thing too was like, did she not know how many was in there?
No, I guess not. Cause then when she got into the water bath, there was a lot more, and I was like, I felt like there was only like 10 in there, but like when she was in there, it was like 50 floating in there with her. I was like,
yeah, because it took a while for Mando and her to gather him back up.
Yeah, felt like it was 15, and then Baby Yoda ate like 3. So I thought like, oh man, they're going to catch him. It's going to be a problem. But then it was just like, okay, now you have 50, 60 now floating in the water with you. Now that's confusing.
Yeah, so it to me it was just a uneven episode in my opinion. But I mean, maybe and then hopefully we'll see something with the child, as they call it. Because at some point something's gonna have to be made, something's gonna have to be done about that situation because it's not working for me right now. It's just not working.
I agree.
So it's not like it was first season. Like this season, I'm like, okay, dude, you need to. Either this thing's gonna be a force for good, or we're gonna have to see this thing just be evil, dark side, or something. Like make up your mind. Make up your mind at this point. I mean, I just don't know. Just make up your mind. But yeah, I agree with you. They need to, by the end of this season, it needs to be. He needs to find a planet.
Exactly.
By the end of this season, we should not still be doing this.
We should be seeing some Yodas.
Yeah, we should not still be doing this Lone Wolf and Cub stuff at the end of this season. Because if you go into season 3 like that, I think it's gonna hurt it. If it goes into season 3, we're still doing this.
Exactly. Like this needs to be at least wrapped up. Like I said, he can keep Baby Yoda because that might be like his mission in life. Like that's what he needs to do. That's fine. But we need him to.
We need closure on that.
Yes.
Yeah, and also we need to know more about Moff Gideon because, like I said, we haven't heard hide nor hair of him. So, and he has the saber. So I'm like, okay, are we gonna get into that? I hope.
Nope.
I mean,
that's season 4.
Well, going by CW standards, yeah.
And that's like season 4, the last episode.
Yeah.
He'll make an appearance and stand there, and then it ends.
I hope they don't do that.
Season 5, episode 3 is when they'll talk about it.
Yeah, like I hope they don't do that because that's gonna be so janky if they do that. But Okay, people. That's gonna do it for this episode review. Leave a comment. Let us know what your thoughts on Mandalorian season 2, episode 2. Just let us know what you thought. Were you kind of weirded out by the whole Baby Yoda thing? And yeah, just leave your thoughts and let us know what you think. Anything else you want to add, Vicky, before we get out of here?
Not much. Check out Fangirl Review, YouTube and Twitch. That's about it. Shameless plug.
All right, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, peeps.
Laters.